What does real forgiveness look like when everyone else has already condemned you? What happens when a woman society threw away crashes a dinner party full of perfect people and risks everything just to touch the feet of Jesus? Spoiler, she didn't leave the same way she came in. She left forgiven, free, whole. And the words Jesus spoke to her that night still echo today, powerful enough to rewrite your story too. This is one of the most beautiful, tear-jerking moments in the entire Bible. You ready? Let's step into the rejected woman Jesus restored. Now let's dive deep into one of the most moving encounters in the entire Bible. It's the story of a woman everyone had labeled, dismissed, and written off, until she met the only one who could truly see her, heal her, and set her free. This is the rejected woman Jesus restored, a tale of raw brokenness, bold courage, overwhelming grace, and a love that refuses to let go. Picture this. It's an ordinary evening in a Pharisee's home. The man's name was Simon. He was religious, respected, polished on the outside, someone who followed all the rules, or at least appeared to. He had invited Jesus to dinner, probably curious about this teacher everyone was talking about, maybe even hoping to impress his guests or test him. The table was set, important people reclined around it, talking politics, religion, status. Laughter echoed lightly. Everyone felt secure in their righteousness. Jesus arrived and took his place quietly. He didn't demand attention, he just was there, calm, kind, observant. But something was about to shatter the comfortable atmosphere. She heard he was there, the woman, the one the whole town whispered about, the one they called sinner with a sneer. Her life had been a long chain of mistakes, regrets, shame. People avoided her eyes in the marketplace. Mothers pulled their children away. She knew what they thought. She's too far gone, unclean, irredeemable. But tonight was different. Tonight something stirred inside her. Hope, desperation, a spark of faith she couldn't ignore. She grabbed her most precious possession, an alabaster jar of perfume. It wasn't just any ointment. It was costly, probably worth a year's wages. Maybe it was her last security, her final treasure. But she didn't hesitate. She stepped toward the house where no one wanted her. The door was open enough for her to slip in. Heads turned. Whispers started immediately. "Isn't that her? What is she doing here?" Eyes narrowed. Judgment thickened the air like smoke. Simon probably froze, embarrassed that this scandalous woman had dared enter his perfect home. But she didn't see them. Her gaze locked on Jesus. Only Jesus. Tears, hot, unstoppable tears, were already streaming down her face before she even reached him. She couldn't hold them back anymore. All the pain, the loneliness, the guilt she'd carried for years came pouring out in those sobs. She fell at his feet. She couldn't stand. Her body shook as she wept. Her tears splashed on his dusty feet, washing them in a way no one else had bothered to do. Then, in an act that shocked everyone, she let down her hair, something a respectable woman would never do in public, and used it to wipe his feet dry, gently, tenderly, reverently. And then she kissed his feet, again and again, pouring out her love and kisses that said what words never could. "I'm sorry. Thank you for seeing me. I believe in you." Finally, she broke open the alabaster jar. The fragrance exploded through the room, rich, sweet, unmistakable, every corner filled with it. She anointed his feet lavishly, extravagantly, as if nothing else mattered. The room was stunned into silence. Then judgment erupted in their hearts. Simon thought to himself, if this man were truly a prophet, he would know what kind of woman is touching him. She's a sinner. But Jesus knew exactly what Simon was thinking. He turned to him gently, but firmly. "Simon, I have something to say to you." Simon replied, "Teacher, say it."
Jesus told a simple story. Two men owed money to a lender. One owed a huge amount, 500 denarii. The other owed only 50. Neither could pay, so the lender forgave them both. Now tell me, which one will love him more?" Simon answered cautiously, "I suppose the one who was forgiven more." Jesus smiled softly. "You have judged correctly." Then Jesus turned toward the woman, really looked at her with eyes full of compassion, not condemnation. He said to Simon, "Do you see this woman? When I came into your house, you gave me no water for my feet, but she has wept them with her tears and wiped them with her hair. You gave me no kiss of greeting, but from the time I entered, she has not stopped kissing my feet. You did not anoint my head with oil, but she has anointed my feet with perfume." His voice grew tender, powerful. "Therefore I tell you, her many sins are forgiven. That's why she loves so much. But he who is forgiven little, loves little." The whole room held its breath. Jesus looked straight into her tear-streaked face and spoke the words that changed everything. "Your sins are forgiven." Murmurs rippled. "Who is this who even forgives sins?" But Jesus ignored them. He spoke again to her, directly, personally. "Your faith has saved you. Go in peace." She rose slowly, still trembling, but now with a different kind of tremble. Peace, joy, freedom. The weight she'd carried for years was gone. She walked out of that house forever changed, not as the rejected woman, not as the sinner, but as forgiven, loved, restored, seen, valued. Friends, can you feel it? This story isn't just history, it's hope for every one of us. Maybe you've been labeled. Maybe people have written you off. Maybe you've made mistakes that haunt you at night. But Jesus sees past the labels. He sees the heart crying out for grace. And when you come to Him, just as you are, broken, weeping, offering whatever little you have, He doesn't turn away. He forgives. He restores. He says, "Your faith has saved you. Go in peace." No one is too far gone for His love. No failure is too big. No night is too dark. If He could transform her life in that one extravagant moment of surrender, He can rewrite your story too. Thank you again for being here. If this touched you, drop a like, leave a comment telling me what part spoke to your heart. Share it with someone who needs this reminder, and subscribe so we can keep journeying through these incredible stories together. Hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, may you walk in the peace only Jesus can give. God bless you richly. See you in the next story.